Hey, it's Josh from Unit 6.
Yes, Olli from Static Dress.
So we met on a video shoot about, a year ago?
Something like
that we did together, and I knew when I met Olli that I wanted to work with him on Unit 6 stuff going forward, because I thought this guy's got a hell of an eye and is also just a good lad, and when you get those two things together, you've got to bring it in. We did the Deep Cuts video together, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And recently we got together on the video for our song Mixed Emotions. I didn't know how to tell you what I was going through, which we had a lot of interesting moments kind of putting the treatment together, didn't we?
Yeah.
And talking that through. So do you want to rumble through where you were coming from on that?
Ideally, it was something that wanted to run way deeper than surface, way deeper than just, oh, here's a music video performance-wise. And logistically, we didn't have the band available to do anything like that. So for me, it was kind of being able to be put into a realm of, I've never done this kind of thing before, where it's heavy narrative. So for me, it opened up a bunch of new doors of storytelling and other things like that, and being able to make an accompanying piece of art, not just a visual this time around. So we were exploring the themes and ideas surrounding around like toxic masculinity and how that has an effect on you from when you're younger, and how when you progress to be of age, it can have a serious impact on those you actually care about and, you know, the loved ones around you. And I don't know, I feel like the video really went down a hole which brought it into life and into perspective, and in quite a dark way, because we could have just filmed something which was A to B kind of scenario, and it could have been really straightforward, and this is what the message was and this is what the story is. But what I tried to do with that middle section is to have a real kind of kick in the gut, like visually, where it stops you in your tracks and it makes you think and it makes you intrigued and watch, and for the most part to make it a bit more of an impact than just what's on surface.
Yeah.
You know, so you see the breakdown of a friendship over time because someone changes and they go through something that's not like foreign to our main character, and it just ends explosively. And it might have been thrown off the deep end by having this like funeral section or whatever, but that was mainly to do with the death of a friendship so much, and a lot of symbolism and a lot of other characteristics that, you know.
And maybe the death of our protagonist's old self.
Yeah.
And toxic masculinity as well. I mean, like when I first spoke to you about the song, it was like, it's the only time I've ever been pulled over in a car with another member of the band when I've been telling them what the song's about. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, the song for us was like opening up a kind of line of communication, which I think we wish we'd had maybe growing up when we were with less experience. I think that's kind of what it's all about, is like almost being apologetic to your former self and taking accountability. And I think what you did an amazing job of doing that in the video was replicating that same message from the song and contextualizing it, and also taking it to that place which is a little bit more nerve touching, I guess.
It's a lot dark. Like,
it's a lot darker, but I think that's what makes it powerful, and that's what provokes the, you know.
For sure. I mean, this is the thing, you could just have an A to B music video that a lot of people have, where it's like, oh, here's the story, and then this is the kid growing up, and then he turns his life around and he's not the same anymore. And it was just like, not only is like the style that I want to go down and dive into, it's not that, like, it's not like a SES advert, you know. It's not something that, like, I wanted to make something which really did strike a nerve and cause an impact, and kind of be imperfect in some sequences where it's like the weird framings and stuff like that. I wanted to really get under your skin kind of thing, and it really makes you really uncomfortable. And I think when I originally showed this cut to a lot of my close circle of friends, people were like, oh, this is sick, but is it too far? You know, people didn't know if it was too far out and like going too far in. So I was really nervous sending you it for the first time, because I was like, I don't know if this is I don't know if this is off the deep end. But
I think that's kind of what also, you know, Unit 6 is, we've done some really great stuff in our time, but like one of my main criticisms of this band is not always saying what we meant to say with our chest. Do you know what I mean? So like for me, I didn't want this video to be safe, and I don't think it's safe, and I'm glad that it, like, as I said, like it was a kind of unanimous response from everybody in the band when we started sharing it after you sent it to me, was that, you know, this is this is not the kind of thing we've done before.
Goes deeper than.
But that's the whole point of it, and I wanted to stir the conversation. And we were saying on the phone, like, what is the kind of the outcome that we want from this video? And it's to provoke conversation, to be a catalyst for friendships or father and son relationships or sibling relationships, whatever that are fractured or maybe broken down, being healed by it, and hopefully acting as a catalyst to have that conversation, those difficult conversations. And if we manage to like save one relationship or save a human life by doing it, then I think that's a really more bigger picture kind of.
Yeah, it enables that conversation to happen. It enables you to kind of do a step back moment and go, oh, that was a weird video. Then the initial message of it sinks in. You're like, it may allow people to reevaluate their surroundings and what's kind of going on, and allow them to kind of apply what they've seen in someone else. You know, because I think it's always that thing of, you grow up and you learn from your mistakes or you learn from others. So I really hope that making something like this would enable people to view, watch, and be like, okay, if you carry on with this kind of mindset that you've been raised with, you're just going to run around in that circle. And that was a big thing for the videos, like having the butterfly and everything like that. Like, that might not have been an obvious thing, but that was the symbolism for like the butterfly effect of everything you do has a knock-on action. It like implicates someone else's life along the line, and that's one of the strongest themes throughout it. And
I think what's really beautiful is I think there's a bit of Jake Dunn, our protagonist, there's a bit of you, and there's a bit of us and our stories all under one belt and one studio. I mean, like one ceiling, one house. It's like, and that was, I think, the thing that again has sparked the response it did with us. And I know when Jake was on set, we were going back and forth, and he was just like, this is heavy, but in a good way. It feels cathartic. Like, I feel like I'm, actually exercising some of my demons here and getting rid of them. And like, that's really important for me, that, the band works with people that are like-minded and care about the same things. And I think that's why our relationship so far has been so potent, is that like, we're on a very similar space. So
real.
Well, the video's out now. I hope you guys enjoy it, and let us know. Safe.